he's setting a false narrative for the jury. It has to be this one or the other one. It can't be no shades of gray here, right?
I just two comments. If I was Judge Willis, I would have demanded a drug test of Ken Kratz to work out what the fuck he was on, what he was smoking. And correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm using the wrong analogy. He's doing a straw man argument. He's setting up a scenario that nobody set up but himself and then trying to knock it down. He's inventing a scenario. And the defense team, Strang and Buting, is saying, who the fuck mentioned that the cops killed Teresa Halbach? And yet, what does Ken Kratz do? Yeah, they didn't actually say it, but you got to believe that the cops killed Teresa Halbach. You've got to take that leap, right? So he's setting up an argument, a false argument that the defense never brought up, and trying to mock the defense for bringing up an argument they never brought up. And the jury must be thinking, what the fuck? I can't believe the judge didn't say, Mr. Kratz, it's you that's bringing up that scenario, not the defense. So he's manipulating the jury and the judge.
And his whoppers are growing, right, in magnitude. He just had to get done. If you look at the course of his his closing argument, he had to admit that he didn't have any forensic evidence in the house. Then he had to admit that, well, what if the key was planted? Maybe it was. You shouldn't look at it. That shouldn't matter to you, right? And now he's like, okay, but now what you have to believe is the cops killed her, if because that's the only possible conclusion that you can come to. What is that the sign of somebody who is in utter desperation, or isn't it? Who is going to believe that bullshit?
It 100% correct. And mind you, I spent nearly a year analyzing his book, so I know Ken Kratz pretty well. And the way he goes, and he even admitted it. I win at all costs, even if that means he said the right word, manure. He's full of shit, not the defense. He is. And so he's daring the judge and daring the defense. I'm going to say whatever crap I want. You try and counter argue it, right? So he's desperate. He knows the case against Stephen is tenuous at best. It is circumstantial evidence at best. He knows he can't bring up Brendan Dassey because the defense will destroy him, and Brendan will recant on stand. So he's now going for his big stick, pointing a finger at the cops, telling the jury, see these fine officers here? Do you really think they killed Teresa Halbach? Despite the fact that the defense said, we never said they killed Teresa Halbach, but somebody exploited it, right? Somebody exploited the natural hate that the MTSO had for Stephen. And everyone in the county knew Stephen had a $36 million civil suit. And Big Jeff, who was just about to be deposed, who were the two big enchiladas
that would be
just about to be deposed?
That would be Kasurik and Vogel.
And Vogel!